Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News update. The so-called Scott Nylund letter-writing saga is back in the news, with a Hunter MP now calling for Newcastle Council CEO Jeremy Barth to be sacked. It comes after a Newcastle Herald investigation into a series of letters written under Nylund's name, which were frequently critical of Mr Barth's opponents. Jeremy Barth has denied being behind the letter-writing campaign. However, Wallsend MP Sonia Hornery has used parliamentary privilege overnight, saying it's undeniable Mr Barth was the author and has urged Council to act.
It's been 18 weeks since the investigation into Mr Barth was launched, and there's been no update from Con. Our community has lost faith in the CEO and demands that this sorry Con saga be resolved.
A Lake Macquarie man accused of sexually assaulting a 90-year-old woman at a Central Coast aged care facility has been remanded in custody pending his next court appearance. The solicitor for 34-year-old Brett Anthony Crawford made no application for bail when the matter was mentioned in Belmont Local Court yesterday. The case has been adjourned until February. Crawford was arrested at a Caves Beach home on Monday and was injured when he attempted to evade capture. Detectives will now compile a brief of evidence, with the accused set to undergo a mental health assessment. The IPART rate pegs for 2024 have been released, revealing a reduction in costs for Newcastle homeowners. Despite Newcastle Council's rate peg increasing by 5.2% over the next 2 years, a change in calculation methods has allowed for an overall 30% decrease in rate costs for homeowners. Lord Mayor Nuatali Nelms has assured it won't mean any services are cut.
Being financially prudent for many years has Newcastle in a very sound financial position. So I think it is really appropriate that people do get that 1.6% discount, or in essence a 30% discount in the rate peg, the way IPART have announced.
A petition to clean up coal ash from locations across the Central Coast and Lake Macquarie has been tabled in Parliament. The petition is calling on the New South Wales Government to urgently implement all 16 recommendations of the 2021 parliamentary inquiry into coal ash and not grant any exemption licences or extensions to the life of coal-fired power stations across the state. The petition has been tabled by Greens MP Abigail Boyd, who says the Labor government has been dragging its heels on implementing the recommendations and the community is demanding action. A recent study has revealed the harsh reality renters in the Hunter are experiencing as affordability and availability of rentals hits an all-time low. Figures out of Anglicare reveal the Hunter is one of the worst affected areas in the country, with housing availability falling below 1% in the last 12 months. The organisation's heat map shows essential workers, including nurses and early childhood educators, can only afford 1.5% of rental homes nationwide. Executive Director of Anglicare Australia, Casey Chambers, says change needs to occur on a national level.
This is going to be a difficult crisis to solve. Houses cost money, but we can't keep putting it on a back burner. There's never a good time to do this in terms of money, but there's never a better time than today. It'll be more expensive tomorrow and next week and next year, and it'll be more expensive for those individuals who are caught up in this crisis.
2NURFM Sport.
Tonight's title match between Dylan Biggs and Nikita Zoo has more added spice for when they touch gloves in Newcastle. Adding to no-show speculations, Biggs' team caused a stir during yesterday's weigh-ins when they questioned the accuracy of the scales on stage and demanded a second set brought in. In-form Jets women's striker Lara Gooch has been rewarded with a selection in the Young Matilda squad for the upcoming international series against China. Gooch will be joined by fellow Jets teammates Claudia Ciccio, Milan Hammond and Zoe Karapidis. Newcastle-based jockey Ash Morgan has built on his strong start to the season with 2 wins at Newcastle Racecourse yesterday. Morgan took wins in Race 2 with Shemran and Race 4 with Rebel's Edge. And Knights centre Bradman Best is reportedly set to reject the West Tigers' advances and re-sign with the Knights on a 3-year extension. That's sport. I'm Jessie Dennett.
And the winning numbers in Oz Lotto are 8, 12, 14, 21, 25, 36 and 41, and the supplementaries are 19, 22 and 23. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.